Okay.
Let's go join the squad session.
Alright.
One Ugandan pride. Back in the day, when Ugandan knuckles was still funny.
He's not dead yet.
That's true, he's like coming back or some shit.
I don't know how we do it ourselves, but...
Did you see that thing I posted you, by the way?
I haven't yet.
I don't really understand. It might be that I'm super sick, not sick, but like super out of it, and
Yeah.
everything is funny. But I watched that and I was crying. It was so goddamn funny. I can't off fathom what makes it funny. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, man.
Oh look, we're streaming. Wow. You know I only have an hour or so by the.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta make this the best hour ever. Okay.
Check the official website for info on available event quests. Monster Hunter World has died so hard that they don't even have the money to put the event quest in the notifications when you join. They have the money to make notifications anymore.
Yikes.
Monster Hunter World.
Audio.
When does that expansion come to this game?
I don't know, but we need it now.
Yeah. If Borderlands comes before it, what do we do?
Yeah.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will though. I get the feeling that Borderlands is going to be delayed. People are expecting it to come this year, which I expect too. I think that they're shooting for it to come this year.
Yeah.
But I expect it to be delayed.
Alright, so I'll have you choose our first monster.
Well, where's the tiny devil gel? Do you have that mission?
Oh! Okay. Hopefully.
There's no events except for... And they're still playing the Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, we never did it, I guess.
It has just become this game's hub theme. Like,
yep.
That's it.
Okay,
I
well...
don't understand. So it's gone? And are all the event quests gone too?
I don't know
until it looks like the only event quest left in the game is the Ultimate Behemoth, which I mean it's got to be impossible now. There's got to be like one person playing this game.
Yeah.
That's us.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you choose the monster.
I don't even know.
I don't even know either.
I don't know. What are we doing? What did I need to do? I needed to up my HR, right?
Yeah, so... I don't know if we have any quests that did that. Shoot.
What is my HR? How do I find that out? Help!
You press options.
Options. Okay, so oh, 86!
Okay.
I don't have the first clue what I need.
Just
pick some dumbass Elder Dragon and call it a day.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be doing more than one.
Here, let me look through. We might as well finish every mission I have.
Alright.
Because whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the mission, it's what It's what's about to happen that matters.
Okay, let's do Inferno Monarchy then. I haven't beaten it yet.
Okay.
Good start, great start. Okay, I took it. What?
What?
I think I... What did I take? I have so many loadouts. Oh my god. What are they weak to? Oh, maybe I can look that up.
I think we're in the same thing, right?
You just joined my game, so...
Okay.
Or my mission, so... Oh, no you didn't. No you didn't. That was just I am in,
Ugandan Pride.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't... Are you... Maybe not.
Oh, I was just wondering if you posted the quest or not.
I posted it, yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
I'm gonna work out a little bit in water.
Alright, sounds good. Why don't I see it?
Do I need to do something to make it seeable? Don't I just take it? I don't even see you in the quest area.
Oh! You're doing an arena, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna cancel a quest, and I'm gonna just go to the normal areas that aren't the League of Ugandan Knuckles.
Well, no, I joined your session now.
Oh, bye!
Hi. Did you just leave? What a freak. Just come back in, I guess.
Okay. I'm coming, mommy. Monster Hunter!
Yay.
You know what I kinda wanna do?
What?
I kinda want... This is gonna sound like the weirdest thing I've ever suggested. But I kinda wanna go back and start a new game of Borderlands 2. Just a little bit.
Alright.
Just like in... Uh... You know, because of Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it anyways.
Alright.
Not today because I don't have enough time, but
Yeah.
maybe we should. And it's been so long since I played it now.
Yeah.
It might actually be nostalgic rather than, oh my god, how many times
Yeah.
have I done this? I guess I do have the game now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Right, don't I? I must.
Yeah. Are you in?
No, wait, I think I only have it on the PS3. I don't think I have the Handsome Collection.
No, you do.
I do?
Yeah.
Well, we played it when I was in Humble, but that was on the PS3.
No,
There
we...
we go, you're here.
Yeah, no, we have it.
We have it? I have it.
No, yeah, you have it.
Too?
Yeah.
How do you know? don't
Because
see
we've
it.
done it. You've made, like, a whole separate file.
But I don't see it. I don't have the disc here. Maybe I have to sit up for this.
Well, anyway, let's pick a thing.
Okay.
It's alright.
Okay, I picked the quest again.
Alright.
Hopefully you can see it this time.
Okay.
I mean, it's whatever, man.
Yeah, okay.
It's all just for memes now.
It's true.
Oh, insurance. I didn't get anything. Rip.
Friggin' crap.
My RNG though. That RNG though.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of these things mean. I know I need cool drinks. Oh, I do have those. Okay, good.
Now we're in Wildspire Waste. We're good.
But I need them anyways, right? For playing Lunestra. Even
Oh,
if I
right.
don't
Yeah,
have
that's a
them.
thing. Good heavens. this is gonna go great.
Oh, there can't be any problem. I couldn't imagine them.
Cool, polisher and groomer. Alright.
He in the life. Different area.
Oh boy, it's gonna happen.
Ooh.
It's gonna happen. Alright, you ready?
Sure, why not?
Chapter 10. Garfield Effect. Galaxy Adventure Part 10 Derelict Reaper Debacle. Garfield was in the engineer checking on engines for maximum usage and talking to engineers Gabby Daniels and Kenneth
Where did
Donnelly.
you find
Garfield
this?
engine needs repair, but it is too difficult for us, said Kenneth Donnelly with confused tone. Yes, if only real man worked on engines, then maybe it could be fixed, cried Gabby Daniels with worried heart. Worry not, hot legs. I fix engine like pro mechanic. You should watch, you too might learn
I
something,
used a
said
wedge
Garfield
needle,
with wrench
and I
in
didn't
hand
know
and
how to
courage in
get
heart.
back down.
Garfield leaped on the
I
engine,
was
ripping it
trapped
apart
in
with
the
manly
engine.
hands with oil spurting on his muscles, turning Gabby Daniels on like warming engine.
Listen to the
After
story.
twists and turns of the wrench, Garfield fixed engine with no problem. Garfield, you naughty grease monkey, you drive me wild like wrench in the night, said Gabby Daniels, body dripping with oil and sweat. You are the naughty one, you sassy she-woman, said Garfield as he put Gabby Daniels on his lap with mighty swoop and began to spank her with pleasuring fury as he laughed like love-making madman. H-A-H-A-H-A, laughed Garfield as he spanked Gabby with powerful hand, making her long for his manly body. Garfield, you rev me up like space engine in heat. Take me and work me over like model car, said Gabby Daniels with desire. Will do. I will go inside you and change your oil. Kenneth, I order you to watch so you can learn something. Captain's orders, said Garfield with insistence as he took the back for heavy lovemaking. Time for a remodeling, said Garfield as he took Gabby's clothes off and began rubbing her body. Kenneth looked on with approval as Garfield fondled Gabby's supple breasts with his muscular arms. Garfield, pump me with gas, I am almost empty, moaned Gabby with pleasure. I am the gas man. I will pump you with highest quality fuel. Enjoy every drop, said Garfield like manly gas man pumping the gas into a high-quality sports car. Garfield thrust into Gabby, making scream with moaning passion as Kenneth looked on taking notes. Garfield and Gabby then lay exhausted from strenuous sexual exercise. Excellent job, Garfield. You are a true master, said Kenneth, giving Garfield a thumbs up. Thank you, Kenneth, but I think this saucy lady needs some more discipline, said Garfield as he put Gabby on his lap and spanked her some more. Garfield, spank me more, I love it. I need it, said Gabby, screaming. I will spank you into oblivion, growled Garfield seductively as he readied for more spanking pleasure. As Garfield spanked Gabby, the elusive man contacted Garfield through hologram for important mission. What is it? I am busy, said Garfield with Gabby on his lap. Garfield, I am sorry for interrupting, but I have important mission for you. A derelict Reaper has been found. It has Reaper IF codes. With these you can go into Omega Relay and fight collectors.
Oh jeez, ow, burn.
Request. Very well, I will head immediately and find Reaper IF so I can stomp collectors on my boot. Over and out, declared Garfield with speech. Joker, head to derelict Reaper and make with haste, ordered Garfield as he continued to spank Gabby. With Garfield's orders, the Normandy sped to the derelict Reaper like a sprinting gazelle leaping for joy. As the Normandy traveled, Garfield continued to spank Gabby, delivering pleasure to her rear and thighs. When Normandy arrived at the derelict Reaper, Garfield let Gabby off, her hindquarters red with spanking. She would not sit for days, but she was happy. Garfield, please be careful, I will be waiting for you, sighed Gabby with worry. No problem, babe. Keep the bed warm for me, said Garfield coolly as he left the Normandy to board the derelict Reaper.
Please
Garfield
fly away,
took Tally and
Lunastra.
Garrus
No,
with
she's
him
not
to
going
explore
to.
derelict Reaper for IF codes. Garfield and Squad
Oh no,
searched the
it's a
derelict
double
Reaper for
supernova, I
IF
think.
codes, finding no one inside.
Okay, leave
Where
it.
is
Fine.
everyone? Asked Tally with worry. You women always worry. Relax, big strong man is here, said Garfield with confidence. Garfield, you always know what to say to make women feel good, said Tally as she grasped his muscular arm. Garrus looked at Garfield and Tally with jealous gaze and sighed to himself with longing dejection. As Garfield comforted Tally with his manly presence, he sensed figures moving in the distance approaching them. They were husks. Haha, Garfield, you will not leave this place alive. Prepare to be digestion, gargled the sinister husks with evil intentions. I do not think so. I prefer my food being cooked first, so let us have barbecue, said Garfield slyly as he took out 2 flamethrowers, lighting a cigar with one. The husks rushed Garfield with great attacks, but it was no use. Garfield torched them with ease with his special lasagna flamethrowers. One husks jumped on Garfield's back trying to choke him in piggyback move. Garfield brushed him off with ease and then stomped on his skull. Let us move quick and get IF codes, said Garfield as he and Squad ran through the derelict Reaper, torching husks as they went. Garfield and Squad finally came to a room with many husks inside discussing plans. We must protect these IF codes from Garfield, said the Husk General to his Husk followers. Those IF codes belong to Garfield.
No, you will not do the double supernova.
Voice. It was a Jeff. The Reapers must be stopped. I will get those
codes, do a double supernova,
said the Jeff. Come, we must help, shouted Garfield, barging in, flamethrowers blazing with powers.
Flamethrowers.
The Husk General confronted the Jeff with evil. None of you will leave with this IF, said the Husk General as he shot the Jeff. Oooooooo, screamed the Jeff as he lay injured. Garfield saw the evil display and became filled with an oily rage of destroyed rainforests. I will get you, said Garfield as he charged through the husks like seashells through sand as he torched them to waste. Garfield then approached the Husk General with a strut so manly the ground cried. Garfield, you may be manly, but I will not let you have these IF codes. It is the orders, said the Husk General. Relax, have a smoke, said Garfield, sticking a piece of dynamite in the Husk General's mouth. Light up, Garfield wittily commented as he lit the dynamite with his flamethrowers. HMMMMF, cried out the Husk General, mouth stuffed with dynamite. Do not lose your head, quipped Garfield with clever joke as the Husk General's head blew off like geyser in a black hole. Garfield. He injured Jeff was injured and crying for help. Quick, take this Jeff, we must bring it back for repairing, ordered Garfield to the Squad. But Garfield, Jeff are bad menaces, we must not bring it back, they are our enemies, cried out Tally with girlish crying. Shut up, woman, do as I say, roared Garfield as he backhanded Tally in the face. Yes, Garfield, you are right and I am wrong, apologized Tally with truth. After apologizing for her stupid sayings,
oh guys, stop, this is gonna hurt.
Followed Garfield and Garrus off the derelict Reaper and back on the Normandy. Before leaving the derelict Reaper, Garfield said his farewells. Goodbye, Reaper. You need a vacation here. Why do you not go somewhere sunny? Said Garfield with chill tone as he punched the Reaper with a mighty punch, sending it into a nearby sun. When back on the Normandy, Garfield checked up on the Jeff guest to see if all was well. Greetings, Mr. Jeth. I am thanking you for your help, but why do you help us? You are Jeth and Jeth are evil. Asked Garfield with good questions. All Jeth are not evil. Some Jeth are evil and follow Reapers, other Jeth are good. I am good Jeth, said the Jeth with answers. That is good, but what is your name? Asked Garfield. My name is Legion, answered the Jeth with respect and awe of Garfield. That is a silly name, said Garfield with mocking truth. I am sorry, it is not my fault. I have silly name. Please forgive me, Garfield, begged Legion as he kneeled on the ground. It is okay, but do not anger me more. Now stop crying like a woman, scolded Garfield as he left to his quarters. What great man and amazing leader, said Legion in awe to himself. Back in the captain's quarters, Garfield was relaxing and enjoying a nice lasagna dinner when Edie appeared in his room. Garfield, I have need to talk with you, said Edie with longing voice. What is the matter, Edie? Asked Garfield with caring concern. Even though I am machine, you make me feel ways no one else can. I see you from my hub and long for you, cried Edie with desire. You have no need to long no more. I will satisfy you and make you feel like real woman, whispered Garfield to Edie as he stroked her. Garfield, come and pleasure my CPU, said Edie with desire.
Like
Garfield rubbed Edie's sexy blue body and licked her blue dome. Edie massaged Garfield between his legs, arousing him sensually.
Oh God!
Like better than a good soldier standing erect, said Edie with sassy seduction as she continued to stroke Garfield between his thighs. Garfield then took a hold of Edie, brought her to his bed and mounted her behind with roaring love. Garfield squeezed Edie with his powerful thighs and thrust into her like runaway tornado. After nearly 10 hours of intense love, Garfield and Edie finally rested, laying on the bed with satisfaction until the morning light. To be continued.
Shoot, we're in the middle of fighting the monsters. I can't go to the next one.
With the thrust into her like a runaway tornado. Is she fucking alive? God damn. Oh, hi, Piotr.
Freaking... Keep your foot back. Okay. No! We need Garfield back on! Hold on, I'm gonna leave the area. Cover me.
Okay.
Alright. Thanks for holding it. Thanks for holding down the fort.
I'm here for you. I think Lunesta actually left.
Not yet, guys, please!
Don't leave me, waifu. I'm sorry. All the things she said, running through her head, running through my head, running through my...
Shoot, oh, come on. Oh my gosh, this one's gonna be...
This one's the one.
This one's... It's something.
Also, I think I totally ruined this.
Alright, get ready.
Garfield Effect, Galaxy Adventure Part 11 Public Service Health Message. Garfield was in his quarters reading his favorite magazine, Hot Women, Weightlifting, Big Guns and Lasagna when he heard mighty big ruckus. It was coming from other rooms, so Garfield went to check it out with curious catness. Quarians are better than Jeth, we will beat you all, screamed Tally. No, Jeth are better, we are going to kill all Quarians, shouted Legion. Legion and Tally were fighting with prejudice over whose has better culture and peoples. Silence, roared Garfield with mediation. Garfield, Jeth are evil, I cannot work with them, said Tally with stubbornness. Quarians are all same. Dumb and stupid, said Legion with racism. Garfield looked at both of them and then thought of brilliant idea to make them realize values of all peoples. That is enough of this racism, I will teach you how to value each other. You must make love with each of intimate sexuality, said Garfield with great knowledge. God, I cannot do this, said Tally with objection. I will not be naked with Quarian, cried out Legion in despair. You will do it as my orders, Captain's orders. I will stay here until you do it, said Garfield with courageous commands. With Garfield commands, Tally and Legion knew it was right thing to do, so they began to embrace and make romance. Legion wrapped his metal arms around Tally and began to take off her clothes. Tally then rubbed her body against Legion's glowing metal thighs as Garfield watched with approval. You look dirty, it looks like you need a polishing, said Tally
We're
as she
fine.
began to lick Legion all over the body with her sexy tongue. Come here, let me show
Wait,
you
hold on,
that
what did he
robots
say?
do it. Come here, let me show you. Come here. Legion wrapped his metal arms around Tally and began to
Sorry, we
take
gotta
off
repeat
her
that.
clothes. Tally then rubbed her body against Legion's glowing metal thighs as Garfield watched with approval. You look dirty, it looks like you need a polishing, said Tally as she began to lick Legion all over the body with her sexy tongue. Come here, let me show you that robots do it better, said Legion as he grabbed Tally and brought her on top of his groin and began to thrust with automatic motion. Show me your metallic manhood, you rusty bag of bolts, screamed Tally with satisfaction.
Oh, jeez.
Legion grabbed Tally and brought her to the light switch, which he turned off, and then they both slid down into darkness to continue their lovecapade. Garfield smiled with satisfaction knowing he did a job well done and went back to his quarters to continue relaxation. Later that night, while Garfield was dreaming sweet dreams of sexy ladies covered in lasagna ready for delicious eating, Garfield was awoken by noises. Garfield, it is emergency. It is all Legion's fault. I got robot STD, cried out Tally with panic. It is not my fault, it is her fault, said Legion pointing at Tally. Garfield looked at them both with wonder and disgustedness. What do you not know about safe sex? Asked Garfield with dumbfoundedness. What is safe sex? Asked Tally. I do not know, said Legion with wonder. This is serious, we must gather crew to teach benefit of safe sex, ordered Garfield with worry. Garfield gathered crew together for important meetings of grave importance. When everyone gathered, Garfield began his special talk of education. Today I am going to teach you all meaning of safe sex, said Garfield with teaching power. What is safe sex? Asked Garrus with inquisition. I have never heard this before, I do not know how to do this.
No one's never heard it before.
With worry. I am scientist and never heard of this in my research, said Dr. Morton Solis with scientific method. It is good thing I am teaching you. It is very important for healthy adults, said Garfield as he drew male anatomy on chalkboard. Here is safe sex, said Garfield as he drew condom over male anatomy. I see, said Jacob with interest. Garfield then took out a pole and put condom on it. Here is another example of safe sex, said Garfield with tutorship. Aha, said Dr. Morton Solis with scientific discovery. Everyone try out safe sex, said Garfield passing out condoms to everyone. Try them on now, ordered Garfield with righteousness. Everyone tried out condoms in front of Garfield and were satisfied by results. Safe sex feels good, thank you Garfield, said Miranda with approval. No problem, remember safety comes first even with sex, said Garfield with heroism. After important speech, Garfield towards Kelly Chambers with sassy walk full of romantic intent. Hey there Kelly, you are fine young lady, keep up the good work, said Garfield with compliments. Thank you Garfield, I just want to make you happy, said Kelly with smile on her face. If you want to make me happy, then you should come with me inside the captain's cabin so I can know you better inside and out, Garfield quipped while slapping Kelly rear areas. But Garfield, we have no condoms, we cannot do safe sex. I am afraid of STDs, whined Kelly with worrying crying. Do not worry sugar shorts. The only STD I give is pleasure, smirked Garfield with knowing smile.
Run!
Run! Know best, let us go, agreed Kelly with joyousness. Garfield,
oh jeez, no I don't. I don't got you.
Quarters so they could continue the blossoming romances. Kelly, you must lap dance for me or else you are a bad crewman and will be punished.
Wow.
Ordered Garfield with brave commands.
Oh no.
Do as you ask, replied Kelly with obedience. Kelly began to dance and Garfield looked on with romance. Kelly did a very nice lap dance full of satisfaction as she rubbed herself all over Garfield's lap. That is very good. Now you must rub my feet with sexy oil for they ache, said Garfield as he opened a fresh container of lasagna to enjoy. Kelly rubbed Garfield down with sexy oil, relaxing his body as he enjoyed his nutritious lasagna with great gleeful joy. As she finished her massages, Garfield looked up with look on his face. She knew what to do. Let's do this,
Oh my-
said Garfield with a wink. Garfield and Kelly merged their bodies like waves in rough beach rubbing with passion and love. They rocked their bodies all night long, rocking the cosmos with their love makings. To be continued. Author's note. Remember everyone to use safe sex. It is the only way to prevent STDs. It is what Garfield does.
I love how it's just like one of those advertisements for safe sex. Where it's like, do you know what safe sex is? No.
No, I don't.
Wow,
Oh, Chester's down.
Throwing it down.
I got no clue what it is.
What could it be? Well, I forgot to do this.
Oh my gosh.
Ow.
Oh, fudge. Okay. I'm actually in tryhard mode now.
Really?
Well, now I am. But now that he's leaving, I can put on the next chapter.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I have this prepared so much that it's kind of sad. I have, like, separate chapters on, like, different tabs so I can copy-paste.
Oh my god. You have, like, a playlist?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Come over here and help me set up the bomb.
Alright.
Garfield Effect. Galaxy Adventure Part 12 When Fate Collides. It was dark night on the Normandy and tension was high. The dark howlings of space could be heard and all were on edge. Garfield was in his quarters plotting strategies of great importance. This is the final showdown, thought Garfield to himself. Garfield's team was assembled and all was ready.
Run faster.
Soon the last attacks on the collectors would begin and Galaxy's destiny would be decided.
Light 'em up.
Garfield laid back on his bed and looked on the stars to guide him in his final conflict. Garfield turned soul-searching music of Europe as he reminisced over friends gained and enemies defeated with fists of justice. Garfield looked out into window in space, his eyes twinkling with the stars and burning like the suns. Just then Garrus entered the room with urgent feet. Garfield team is ready for final space combat, said Garrus with solemnness. Yes, it is time.
Oh, is this
Let
Mass
us
Effect
meet for
3?
inspiration speech. Ordered Garfield with
I
commands.
never played that game.
Before leaving, Garfield enjoyed
Well,
one
now you'll get
final
to find
meal
out what
of
happened.
lasagna deliciousness. He knew he might be eating his next lasagna in Valhalla, so he treasured every bite as if it were beautiful woman in a lasagna pot covered in sauce. He made love to his lasagna with great power and care. This lasagna is fine like sweet naked woman. I will eat it through and through, whispered Garfield to himself, and he smelled sweet smell of fresh cooked lasagna and tasted it on his tongues. After enjoying his delicious lasagna meal, Garfield went to the meeting room to make speech to his crew to inspire them to reach for the stars. He jumped up, stood on the table with vigor in his eyes and energy in his heart. He pointed to them all as he delivered most riveting speech in history. Today we wage war on wicked. No man, woman, or child will stand in our path of fury. All will be mowed down like grass in a rampaging lawnmower.
Yeah.
Space is the butter we will cut through like warm knives. In mankind's darkest hour there is light. We are the light to shine the way to hope. We strike while the iron is soft and ready for pounding. Tonight we are not only soldiers but warriors, engaging in primordial space combat. We fight for ourselves, our families, our friends, the ladies, and our country. They may say odds are against us, but I will take the odds and beat collectors to death with them and then shove them down their throats and make them explode. Garfield roared with inspiration, fists clenched and eyes blazing and muscles flexing. Everyone cheered and applauded at Garfield's speech. Jack burst into tears by the inspiration while Miranda tore off her shirt and threw it at Garfield in a fit of excitement. To your stations, ordered Garfield with manly courage. All of crew went to their positions in preparation of entering the Omega Relay for final showdown. Enter relay, Garfield ordered with booming voice. As Normandy approached the Omega Relay, cold sweat formed on Garfield's orange brow. Exciting dread filled his heart and stomach. However, as the Normandy approached the relay, a ship soon approached them. It was a collector ship. As the ship approached, a hologram appeared on their deck. It was the Elusive Man. Elusive Man, what do you want? We are beginning final assault. I have no time for foolishness, scolded Garfield with harshness. Garfield, you have done well to come this far, but you will go no further, for I will put an end to you, the elusive man said with snide evil. What? Traitorous insect, Garfield shouted with betrayal. Haha, Garfield, you have done everything according to my plans. Now I will finally get vengeance. Enough of this disguises and see the true face of evil, said elusive man as he removed his cunning disguise to reveal he was Odie. Odie had an eye patch and a cybernetic arm. His shoulders
The dog!
sparkled in space light as his evil cape whooshed in darkness. Odie, you live, gasped Garfield as he looked on in shock. Odie laughed with evil laugh as dark powers swirled around him. Yes, Garfield, it is true. The day you killed me, you not only killed my body but my heart. I lost the ability to love that day. However, I was brought back to life through black magic and cybernetics. With vengeance in my heart and face, I went back in time to the beginnings of the universe and created the Reapers to destroy humanity and get my vengeance. I then waited for eons in the frozen time until now, so I can exact my glorious revenge on you and the precious humans. Odie snarled as he clenched his robotic fist filled with evil. You evil fool. I have killed you once, I will be killing you again, challenged Garfield with courage. No, Garfield, I have grown more stronger than you can imagine. My powers of evil are unstoppable.
Oh, man.
Witness my supreme might, Odie said as he used dark cosmic powers to capture Garfield's ship crew, leaving only himself and his combat squad members. No! Screamed Garfield in despairing cry as he witnessed the horrors. Now it is the time for you to meet the Oblivion. Be gone, growled Odie with bellow as he shot lasers at the Normandy, sending it spiraling into space to be lost for eternities. Odie laughed and laughed as Garfield and his friends crashed to their seeming doom. To be continued.
Oh no, what's gonna happen?
I don't know. As soon as Lunastra leaves, we'll find out.
Will the dog kill them all? Who's the dog? I don't even remember.
You don't remember Odie?
No. Oh, hello.
He's a dog that Garfield was always annoyed with.
Okay. Like, how long ago was that? Was that in the last few episodes we listened to?
No, or like, Odie is he's from actually Garfield.
Oh! Okay. No wonder I don't know. I hate Garfield.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Odie's like a character from that. That's what makes it even more hilarious. Also, there's no way we could fight Lunastra here. We gotta somehow get this thing away.
Okay, can you done pot it?
I have one left.
I have 0. And that I took none.
All according to Keikaku. Okay.
It worked. Genius strat. I thought it was like the ProZD video where he's like, it was me, the CEO of whatever. CEO of what? Who?
Alright, you ready?
Garfield Effect.
Sure.
Galaxy Adventure Part 13, New Earth. Post-colonial wasteland. It was early dew in the morning, dripping with moisty sadness when Garfield awoke from long slumber. Where was he? What was he doing? Where am I? What am I doing? Asked Garfield with confusion. You are on planet of New Earth, a voice said from behind a mystery curtain. From behind velvet curtains came a talking Varan. Back beast, I will crush you with my boot with stamping strength, roared Garfield at the talking Varan. Fear not,
wait, what happened
Garfield,
to my...
we are peaceful talking Varan.
What happened to my
Radiation
stamina?
gave us talking abilities, explained the Varan with information. What is this? Pointed Garfield to the world. This is New Earth. It was a human colony world but was abandoned and left a desert radiation wasteland. Now it is world of danger and despair, said the talking Varan with sighs of lost hope. Where is my crew and ship? Did you eat them, foul beasts? Raged Garfield with vengeance in his eyes. No, Garfield, you fell from space alone. Your crew must be elsewhere on the planet, said the talking Varan with truth. Very well, talking creature. I will go on and search for them with navigation like explorer, declared Garfield like brave frontiersman. First, please stay for dinner. We are having lasagna and you need energy for trials. The talking
Does that
Baron
happen?
offered with
I don't know.
hospitality. Very well, show me to your lasagna, strange creature, demanded Garfield with orders. Meanwhile, in Odie's space fortress, Odie was sitting on his evil skull throne made of bones and spikes, plotting his evils. Kelly Chambers, Gabby Daniels and Dr. Chakwas were chained to Odie's throne with spiked collars and wearing tight leather bikinis. The rest of the Normandy crew were hanging in cages over space piranhas. Odie lounged and relaxed with evil as he sipped baby's blood from a golden jewel goblet with one hand and held a whip with the other. Half of you ladies will pleasure me and accept my seed into you.
Oh,
menaced
no.
Odie with vile intents as he whipped the ladies with his wicked whip. No, you are wrong, black-hearted beast. We will never allow you to put your dread force into us, cried out Kelly Chambers with defiance. Oh no, you are the one who is being wrong. You will forget your man Garfield and love me like you loved him, laughed Odie with howling as his eye glared with red-hot evil. While Odie was doing his evil, a collector minion came in to report to Odie for evil plans. Lord Odie, we are ready to begin first stage of Project Galaxy Crusher, reported the collector with obedience. Very good, soon we will unleash dogs of war on the galaxy and capture more females. I need more females to spread my cursed seed, declared Odie with villain speech as he clenched his robotic fist. Meanwhile, back on New Earth, Garfield was sharing outdoor meal of lasagna over campfire with tribe of talking Varen. Please all welcome our honored guest Garfield. He is brave galactic hero, declared the elder Varen chief with respectful dignity. All of the Varens stood up and clapped for Garfield. Garfield stood up and gave a manly salute. I am just one cat doing his part to save galaxies, said Garfield with humble heroism. As everyone began to sit down to enjoy lasagna nutrition, a beautiful Varen princess entered and sat down by the fire.
Oh, no.
As he sat down, she noticed Garfield and was captivated by his manly good looks. Garfield noticed her and gave her flirty wink of approval as he checked out her smooth, tight body. Garfield then walked to the Varen princess with flirty swagger. What is a good-looking Varen princess doing in places like this? Asked Garfield with sly smirk on his chiseled face. Oh, Garfield, you make me blush like ripe barrel of tomatoes, said the Varen princess with shy mumblings. Come back to my tent and I will make you ripe all over, flirted Garfield with sparkle in his eyes. Garfield, take me and make me a woman, said the Varen princess as she went with Garfield to Garfield's tent for serious lovemaking. The beautiful Varen princess leaped on Garfield like a frog on the prowl and rode him like the stallion he was. But a stallion is a bull and bulls cannot be tamed. Garfield gave her such force of love that she flew off him like Jack in the Box. Garfield then leaped on her and showed her what lovers can really do. Garfield made the Varen princess howl to the moon with pleasure as they rocked the tent all night long. That morning, Garfield awoke with urgency as he prepared for journeys of heart and soul. Must you leave my meaty man? Asked the Varen princess with heartbreak. Yes, salty slacks, I must go find
Salty
ship and
slacks.
this wasteland world, Garfield said as he put cigarette in his mouth and lit with masculinity. Garfield, you will die in wastelands. New Earth is death hole, cried out the Varen princess with pleading tongue. No planet can kill me. I tear planet inside and out with my rampaging fists and knock it into black hole, declared Garfield as he began to walking into horizon. Take care, sweet sexy princess. Remember times we had and lasagna we shared, said Garfield with manly calmness as he walked off into blinding red suns. What a man, thought the beautiful Varen princess as she saw Garfield walking way into horizon, knowing she would not meet such man or be satisfied in such ways as long as she lived. Garfield walked many miles and trekked many kilometers in dry sand. Desert winds blew through his manly orange hair and the red sun blazed on him with burning rage. Garfield looked at the sun and spat at it. I do not fear you, son. Come down and fight me like real man, roared Garfield with challenge over the desert sands. The sun remained silent out of fear and soon night came. Garfield scoffed at the pitiful suns and walked further into the desert with courage in his heart. After more traveling in the distance, Garfield saw what looked like roaring flames. Garfield rushed forward with speed of porcupine to see what madness was this. Heal! Screamed poor defenseless villager. What is matter, poor weakling villager? Asked Garfield with heroic questions. We are being attacked by mutant biker gang, cried the villager in desperate tears. Garfield saw biker mutants ravaging villages and terrorizing townspeoples. Garfield's eyes filled with rage as he saw the injustices. "You have ridden your last ride, biker fiends," bellowed Garfield as he prepared for combat. Garfield took his combat knife with custom lasagna engraving hidden in his boot and threw it at one biker mutant with force of 1,000 megatons. The knife soared through air like a tuna leaping in triumph and tore through biker's mutant's body and impaled him on wall like shish kebab shrimp. "I am the knife salesman. Here is a free sample," quipped Garfield with hilarity. After Garfield's funny quip, he saw more biker mutants performing terror. Garfield took his Desert Eagle out and aimed with hawk's eye and fired
Desert Eagle, oh god.
with one bullet. Like killing birds with stones.
Oh,
Garfield said,
"Ow, that's death, that's death. We had a good run. We had a good run."
Garfield looked at the fool with fiery eyes and grabbed stupid biker mutant by the neck and pulled him off the bike and held him high by the throat.
I ran out of life powders.
"Please, Garfield, let me live. I have family to support," pleaded the mutant biker with begging. "You can support your family as ghost in the mines of hell," said Garfield with hot-blooded fury as he crushed the biker mutant's neck with his mighty grip, making his eyes pop out of his head. After disposing of the biker scum, an Asari woman came out to greet Garfield with thanks. "Thank you, Garfield, for saving our village from the biker mutants. I am Niiiiiiiiight," said the Asari woman with gratitude. "Ah yes, I have heard you, woman. What are you doing on this place?" asked Garfield with inquisition. "I have heard of you too, Garfield. You are mighty galactic warrior of truth and justice. I am searching for Shadow Broker on this planet, but so far I have no clues," answered Niiiiiiiight with great admiration and respect of Garfield. "Yes, this is truth. But where did those biker mutants come from? What is source of this evil?" asked Garfield with curious words. "It is most tragic tale. I am afraid to say leader of those biker mutants is our old friend Garrus.
No.
The desert sun has driven him to madness. He now rules biker gangs with iron fist and terrorizes the land." Niiiiiiiight answered with sadness in her heart. "You are woman of lies. Garrus is comrade in arms and would not fall to evil," roared Garfield with disbelief. "It is sadness but truth. Garrus has lost his senses. If you must see, then go north to their lair of madness," Niiiiiiiight said, pointing north to the horizon. "I will go and prove you wrong. I will make you eat your words like fresh lasagna being rammed in your face," Garfield declared with booming voice filled with righteousness as he walked back into the desert to prove the innocence of his comrade and find truth for all. "Godspeed, Garfield. Only you can save Garrus from the madness," whispered Niiiiiiiight to herself as she saw Garfield walk into desert winds with iron will. To be continued.
Who's ready for chapter 14? I'll be there soon, comrade. Hold on, I got a nice new feature right here.
Hello,
Perfect.
Come on, you really gotta do this again. You did it, like, 5 seconds ago, I swear to God.
Garfield Effect. Galaxy Adventure Part 14. Friend vs. Friend. The sun was burning like stove in the heat while Garfield journeyed in desert sand. Garfield had heard rumors of horror that Garrus had turned to madness and evil and was leading biker mutants to torment the innocent. "Garrus, I will not believe you have turned to villainy. I will save you from the lies," Garfield said to himself as he journeyed with legs full of tiredness. As Garfield walked, Sandstorm blew sand in his face with vile menace, but Garfield felt no pain and laughed with heartiness. "Sands, do your worst. Sand is nothing to my iron muscle," shouted Garfield over desert sandstorm. As Garfield journeys in sand, he reminisced over times had and friendship shared with Garrus. He thought of happy times of eating lasagna and talking about hot girls and sexy women. Garfield thought of happy memories as he walked in sands. Soon after much walking, Garfield saw a mysterious structure of majesty. It was great Sphinx statue with Garrus' head on it. It was surrounded by biker mutants, and on top, sitting on throne of majesty wearing royal crown, was Garrus dressed like mighty Turian biker pharaoh. Men, women, and children were slaves working on mighty Garrus Sphinx statue for Garrus. Chained to Garrus Sphinx's eyes were Tali and Miranda. Garfield, you must save us. Garrus has lost his mind and cannot find it. Screamed Miranda with panic. You must bring him to sense. Yelled Tali with crying. Shut up, women, I will put you in place. Roared Garrus with angry voice. Garrus, you must stop madness. Come with me to find Normandy and fight Reapers. Shouted Garfield to Garrus. No, Garfield, I have found the truth. You have held me back from glory. I now rule desert sands. I must complete the Garrus Sphinx as monument to my majesty. Declared Garrus with mad insanity in his eyes. Garrus, do not make me fight. I do not want to be fighting you. Garfield said with eager fists ready for fighting combat.
I think we need a new voice.
Glory is over and mine has now begun.
Yeah,
Face my mind.
understand
Get him,
this one.
biker mutants. Garrus or...
Sorry, hold on a minute. Okay, let's try now.
Garfield Effect. Galaxy Adventure Part 14 Friend vs. Friend. The sun was burning like stove in the heat while Garfield journeyed in desert sand. Garfield had heard rumors of horror that Garrus had turned to madness
Better?
and evil and was leading biker mutants to torment the innocent.
Good.
Garrus, I will not believe you have turned to villainy. I will save you from the lies. Garfield said to himself as he journeyed with legs full of tiredness. As Garfield walked, a sandstorm blew sand in his face with vile menace, but Garfield felt no pain and laughed with heartiness. Sands, do your worst. Sand is nothing to my iron muscle, shouted Garfield over desert sandstorm. As Garfield journeys in sand, he reminisced over times had and friendship shared with Garrus. He thought of happy times of eating lasagna and talking about hot girls and sexy women's. Garfield thought of happy memories as he walked in sands. Soon after much walking, Garfield saw mysterious structure of majesty. It was great Sphinx statue with Garrus' head on it. It was surrounded by biker mutants, and on top, sitting on throne of majesty wearing royal crown, was Garrus dressed like mighty Turian biker pharaoh. Men, women, and children were slaves working on mighty Garrus Sphinx statue for Garrus. Chained to Garrus Sphinx's eyes were Tali and Miranda. Garfield, you must save us. Garrus has lost his mind and cannot find it, screamed Miranda with panic. You must bring him to sense, yelled Tali with crying. Shut up, women's, I will put you in place, roared Garrus with angry voice. Garrus, you must stop madness. Come with me to find Normandy and fight Reapers, shouted Garfield to Garrus. No, Garfield, I have found the truth. You have held me back from glory. I now rule desert sands. I must complete the Garrus Sphinx as monument to my majesty, declared Garrus with mad insanity in his eyes. Garrus,
no
do
barrels
not make
left.
me fight. I do not want to be fighting you, Garfield said with eager fists ready for fighting combat. Haha, Garfield, your day of glory is over and mine has now begun. Face my might. Get him, biker mutants, Garrus ordered to his biker mutants as he laughed with maniac laughing. Biker mutants rushed Garfield and attacked them with all of their biker might, but Garfield was ready for combat and rushed in with glorious fists of pounding. Biker mutants tried to fight Garfield with fists and chains, but Garfield blocked with ease and pounded them like mushy lasagna unworthy of stomachs. Timer for dinner, first course, biker mutant, commented Garfield with cleverness. Another wave of biker mutants came for fighting, but Garfield was prepared. Garfield blocked one biker mutant's punch and ripped his arm off and used it to beat more biker mutants silly. This is my sword and virtue is my shield, roared Garfield with bellowing. More waves of biker mutants came, but Garfield was not afraid, for he fears no man, woman, child, or biker mutant. Garfield whipped out his trusty Desert Eagle and pumped it full of action. I am the weatherman and I predict bullet showers, Garfield declared with heroic voice as he mowed down biker mutants like Wild West space cowboy. After biker mutants were mowed down, Garrus jumped down from the Garrus Sphinx to challenge Garfield in one-on-one manly battle. Garrus approached Garfield and threw his pharaoh cape away with dramatics. Garfield, I challenge you to one-on-one battle.
It's canceling out, literally.
Just manly fists. Garrus challenged with showdown finger points. You are on G-Man. I will pound sense into you with iron knuckles, Garfield responded, throwing weapons away with ease. Time to show you what real man is made of, Garrus said with audaciousness as he prepared with Turian martial arts. As Garfield and Garrus began to fight, awesome rockin' music filled the air. Garfield and Garrus rushed each other with speed like spawning base. They exchanged blows like crashing trains. As fists collided, thunder sparked in the air with great booming and ground shook with quacking. You are true man,
I don't know how this is gonna
Garfield,
end.
I will not letting you win. Prepare for jump kick, Garrus yelled with challenging vocals as he prepared for jump kick. I will meet you foot on, responded Garfield without fear. With these mighty words, Garfield and Garrus soared through air with mighty jump kicks and met each other mid-air with red sun blazing behind them for dramatic effect. When Garfield and Garrus returned to ground, Garrus fell and sprained his ankle. You are lost. Surrender, roared Garfield with mighty mercy. Never, shouted Garrus as he lifted a large boulder and mashed it on Garfield. Oooooooo, shouted Tally and Miranda, seeing their lover man crushed by boulders. Tally could not bear the heartbreak and her heart exploded with sadness, killing her. Ha ha ha, I am the ultimate man now, celebrated Garrus with glee. Then suddenly from the boulder a mighty fist smashed through. An orange figure filled with testosterone and incredible strength emerged. It was Garfield. Garfield muscles burst through his leather jacket, showing off tattoos on his manly chest. One of a hot lady in a bikini holding some lasagna and the other of the Reaper playing the guitar. Iron music bursting from Garfield's presence and clouds formed in the sky spelling out his name because the heavens knew the man.
Me, I'm trying to life color
was
you.
back.
Oh,
Sorry.
man.
Garfield Garrus gasped with awe at the awesome power which was in front of him. Garfield's blood became hotter than molten lasagna as he launched fist into Garrus' head. I will make you see
8:30.
truth. Garfield said with majestic majesty as he punched into Garrus' head and pulled a computer chip from his brain.
Yeah.
Reapers have
Got
been
broke the head.
controlling you with this, Garfield revealed with truth as he crushed computer chip in his power grid. My senses, I have found them, Garrus said with relief as his sense returned from Reaper mind control. Quick, we must free ladies, said Garfield with love of women as he freed Tally and Miranda, but it was too late for Tally. What is matter? She is not moving, Garrus said, poking Tally with a stick. It is too late, she has died from heart explosion, said Garfield with great sadness and mourning. N-o-o-o-o. Garrus cried to the heavens as he fell on his knees. Garfield picked up Tally and brought her to empty grave where he laid her to rest. One manly tear ran down his face as he paid his respects. Miranda cried uncontrollably with woman tears. I will be vengeance. I will fight Reapers, roared Garrus with determination. Yes, but remember, Odie is mine, Garfield said with clenched fist and grit teeth. After morning, Garfield and comrades traveled back to village where Niiiiiiiight was staying. When they arrived, it was night and darkness and sadness loomed in air. Garrus was standing atop hilltop playing smooth sad jazz on a saxophone to express sadness. Garrus, what is wrong? Asked Garfield with wondering. It is my fault, Tally is dead, I am a bad Turian, Garrus said with self-blame. Do not feel bad. It was Reaper's fault, not your own. There are other women in the sea, you must not let this keep you down, Garfield said with encouragement. Yes, you are right. Why can I not be manly like you, Garfield? Garrus asked with regret. No man can achieve impossibilities. One day if you train hard and eat lasagna, maybe you can stand up to this, Garfield said, pointing to his massive bicep. Garfield, you are true champion. If I am half the man you are, I will be happy, Tyrion, Garrus said with true respect for his friend. After cheering up Garrus, Garfield went to check up on Niiiiiiiight. Garfield, I have important news for you. Seren is alive and on this planet. He is keeping Normani prisoner. You must go to him, Niiiiiiight said with urgent panic. Very well, I will go immediately. If Seren can die once, he can die twice, said Garfield, pounding fist on table, breaking it. Wait, Garfield, you cannot go without proper goodbyes, whispered Niiiiiiiight with tongue in Garfield's ear. Oh, you sassy woman. You know how to make me work up a sweat, Garfield said, slapping Niiiiiiiight behind. That is right, Garfield. When I saw you, I knew I had to have you. You are my knight in shining armor, now ride me like your trusty steed. Lyra-XIII said with wanting eyes and licking tongue. I am knight of love and I will make you my squire. But I must warn you, I do not carry a short sword but a claymore. Garfield said as he unsheathed himself and jumped in Lyra-XIII ready to deliver pleasure with his mighty blade. Garfield and Lyra meshed bodies together and the whole village heard Lyra's banshee cries as Garfield rocked her womanly parts. A shooting star ran across sky as Garfield and Lyra rolled in the hot sand, making even hotter loving all night long. To be continued.
Okay. Alright, anyways, I do gotta go.
Alright, I think that's a perfect time to leave it off.
Yep. Failed the quest for all of us. Meanwhile, Garfield failed the quest for no one.
But his journey of redemption starts now. And so shall ours when we return.
Does Tally really die, actually? Because Tally was who I chose as my girl, so...
Oh, I have no idea.
If that really happens in Mass Effect 3, it's a good thing I didn't play it. I would have been pissed.
I actually don't know. I can go look it up.
No idea. That sucks. Again, I don't even know.
I know. Poor Tali, heartbroken from Garfield.
Okay. Well, anyways, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later, man.
Alright, I'll see. I'm glad that I was able to do this. Alright, bye. I think that's a successful stream right there. Pretty proud of myself.